out to the club. Shout out you, Chevelle, because I found out through you if you're watching this. His cousin and his mom went out, and then they came home, and somebody was in his closet with him.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ever since that day, I randomly ask him, like I'll randomly ask him, like, who was in your closet, And he doesn't want to tell me. Exactly.
If God wanted you to know about this, he would have made you a part of the situation.
Oh, honey, if I want to know that bad, I promise you I can find out.
I mean, you probably could.
I could.
But I mean, actually, you probably couldn't, because nobody was a part of that situation with me. I don't nobody know that, but me and the person. And you don't even know the person, so the person can't even clarify.
You don't know that if I know the person or not.
I mean, if you do, I'll tell you. You're right. What's the deal, crazy fam? It's always a great time fucking with us. You already know the deal. But today we doing something special, as you can see. Welcome to the house. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the spot. It's been a long time coming. It's still not completely, fully furnished, but we're working on it. And when it is, we'll make sure to give you guys a tour and show you all of wifey's hard work she's been doing. But we here today, and we're just gonna be talking and chopping it up. We want to do more of these. This episode specifically will probably just be one of those episodes where you guys are getting to know us. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna talk about us, talk about ourselves, so you guys can get to understand us a little better. And kind of just go from there. So how we met
through Twitter.
No.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We met on Twitter. I messaged him about.
You already know.
I messaged him about a friend. She messaged
me with intentions.
I messaged him about a friend.
Being what we are now. Come on now. You know what I'm saying?
I messaged him about a friend.
The cover-up was a friend.
No. I really did message him about a friend. And then he changed the subject. Literally, like, the first message he wrote
sure
to me.
did. I knew what time it was. Let's get straight to it, Ain't no need for none of that.
He was saying that he never gets on Twitter. So then he gave me his kick. Then he said his kick wasn't... Yeah, this was when kick was a thing, guys.
Oh, my...
He gave me his kick, and then from kick, he made up the excuse that his kick wasn't working. Then it came from going to kick to having each other's real phone numbers, and then...
She's calling it an excuse, but man, it's God's plan. If kick wasn't working at the time, and that's what God wanted to have him, you feel me? Slide me that number and keep it pushing. You see where we at, so...
I'm not gonna lie, though. He played hard to get in the beginning. And I think that's what intrigued me to him. Like, he would leave me on red on kick a lot. And when he would do that to me, it would make me like, I don't know, like low-key upset. Because I'm not saying this in a cocky way. I say this in the most humble way ever. I have never been left on red. So when he used to leave me on red, I would feel some type of way. Like, what do you think you are, leaving me on red? I've never been left on red. So I don't know, I guess that like intrigued me and made me like want to talk to him more, because he was just leaving me on red, acting like he wasn't all that interested. So I had to show him.
No, I'm playing. Part of why we're doing this vlogging stuff and this content creating stuff is because for me, it's like a great win. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, we spending family time all together, like doing things that we were gonna do off camera regardless.
Right.
Like none of this, guys, is fabricated. Is like fiction. Like this is stuff that like we're out here moving and doing stuff as a unit regardless. And I'm just like, why don't we start recording these moments, right? So anyway, part of that is like, because it's the overall win for us. The other part of it is like, life evolves, people grow, people move on and pass on, God forbid, you know what I'm saying, it be sooner than later, but this is something that my kids could look back on, or the generations to come could look back on and have, like, you know, back in the day when I was young, I was intrigued by photo albums. Shout out to all my people who had photo albums in their house and remember that. You feel me? But
everybody had photo albums growing up. That's not a thing anymore. Why we don't do that? We have little photo albums like down there. You guys obviously can't see it because.
But it's new age though. Like I came up on old school where they go get the little plastic cameras. You take them to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? You wait I don't know if I forgot the time limit. I was a kid.
No, yeah, mine are kind of like modern, but we did say that we're gonna start making them more.
Yeah, I want to make photo albums, but anyway, to get back to the point, you know, I come from the age of having photo albums, and I love photo albums, right? So this is like a new age photo album, you know what I'm saying? Where my kids could tap into certain times and certain memories and certain dates and certain highlights of their life, and you know what I'm saying? Like basically reminisce, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was looking for, reminisce on all these moments and stuff. And then the other half of the coin of us doing this content creating stuff is because, like I told you guys, I moved a lot, right? So I got family in Cali, I got family in Hawaii, you know what I'm saying? I've built relationships in Georgia. You know, I got a couple people that moved elsewhere, like we all do. And so like I have people everywhere in life, and the internet kind of bridges that gap for me to be able to, you know, share all these highlight moments with my family and friends. It's cool to look at the analytics and the stats and to see it improving and going up. I mean, I remember when we had like less than 20 subscribers, like at the moment of recording this, we're at 357. So God is good. You know what I'm saying? We've been going up and improving, and I mean, in our like main agenda is just to stay authentic, to stay pure, to stay unique, and to just keep it 100 with you guys. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there go the main reason for all of this, and our you know what I'm saying, our face now coming up into the scene. That's kind of what we on. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of what we on.
Another thing also, we've always talked about filming, not even for the public. Like we used to always talk about like, let's film and we can just like put it on private just so we can show the kids. We wanted to have something that we can show the kids when they're older, like,
right,
you know, videos like when they were growing up, you know. Sometimes, you know, we even talk about it and we regret that we didn't do this like when Berlin was born. We were on a whole nother, you know.
Young. I
mean,
I had my daughter at 18.
Yeah.
17. Wifey love was pregnant.
I was pregnant at 17. He was 18. He was 19 when I had her.
Yeah. So we were young.
He had just turned 19 because his birthday's a month before her. So yeah, he had just turned 19.
Shout out to all the young parents out there really doing it up. You know what I'm saying? I commend you guys because we were there. I mean, we're still there. We're still young. So
I mean, we're still young, but you know, we had her when we were babies. Like I was a senior in high school when I found out I was pregnant with her. I was a senior in high school. Like I'm talking about the beginning of senior year. I found out in August.
Still in school, going to school pregnant.
Like I found out in August. August. That's the first month of the year of this, you know, of the grade level that you're in or whatever. I was going into 12th grade. I was in 12th grade. It was August of my senior year. Found out I was pregnant. I gave birth to her until April. So literally my whole senior year, I was pregnant with her. I was only not pregnant with her for 1 month of my senior year.
That's how she was walking in school. She used to walk like a penguin. Like,
yeah.
She's the teeter-totter.
Yeah, I did. I did.
With all pregnancy,
I literally made it through my whole pregnancy, almost my whole pregnancy, going to school in person. Towards the end, I got this little rash all over my body, and that stopped me from being able to go to in-person school. It was bad. It was a really bad rash that I had all over my body, and nobody could tell me what it was. I finally found out what it was. But for like the last 4 weeks of school, I had to do online because of it. But literally, everybody who went to 12th grade with me, shout out to y'all. Everybody who went to Shiloh High School.
Hey, drop a comment if you've seen her in high school wobbling around Shiloh High School.
Y'all remember my shirts wouldn't freaking fit. I had to like pull my pants up. So
shout out to Shiloh High School. If you've seen her weeble wobbling, teeter-tottering through the lunch halls with her lunch plate. Drop a comment in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's funny. But you know, so aside kind of the root and the base of all of this, shout out to people that actually inspired us to do this. You know what I'm saying? There's actually like, we have a number of friends, one of them being a family member who actually like did YouTube and or was content creating from like early on, way before us.
Shout out to you, Ale.
Ale, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jackie, her homegirl Jackie.
Yes.
They're content creators. And shout out to, you know, one of the homies I met in the gym. I'm in the gym all the time and I be in there vibing. It's like a club. Shout out to all my people that be in the gym turned up. You know, that's me. I'm in my zone. But anyway.
For real.
Shout out, you know, the homie.
I don't know how.
JD. You know what I'm saying? The Canty family. They, I was actually like, man, fuck this YouTube, fuck all of this. Like, I just want to be private. I just want to go, like, I'm just tired of people. You know what I'm saying? And I've been off of YouTube. Like, after our first couple videos, I haven't been on there for a while. I think we dropped the house video. And I just was, like, having second thoughts, second doubts, and whatever the case may be. I just had a lot going on. We all had a lot going on. We both did, I mean, with the whole move and everything. And I kind of put this on the back burner. And he kind of like reignited that flame into me. We were chopping it up about some workout stuff. And he was telling me he do YouTube and shit. And I was like, oh, that's what's up, bro. I do that too. Or I did at least. And then we just got deep. We was at the gym. I was on my way out. I ended up staying an extra hour chopping it up to bro. Shout out to you if you watching this. And, you know, he kind of like reignited that flame into me with the conversation we had. And you know what I'm saying? Here we are today. I started going ham the same day. I started doing shit after I left the gym. You know, that it really lit a flame in me after the conversation we had. So shout out to everybody who kind of, you know, put that battery in our back on this. Because, I mean, shit, if it wasn't for you guys, we probably wouldn't be doing it right now.
Even the people who are not content creators that have been pushing us, like yesterday he was on the phone with his brother and his sister, and just hearing their, like, comments.
Us,
yeah, like their, like, compliments, I guess you can say, like their few, like, they give us so much, like, fuel, yeah.
Mind you, we gonna sit down with them because we had like a 30-minute conversation
on
FaceTime.
Him and his siblings are the funniest thing.
We was rolling.
You guys are definitely gonna get a video of them all together one day.
It's gonna
hopefully,
be, man,
soon.
They gonna try to make us do stand-up comedy the way we are together.
Yeah. Him and his siblings are
time.
something else.
It's
They're like a mixture of their mom, and I really wish you guys got to meet their mom.
I think the thing is that we're all different personalities. You know what I'm saying?
You guys are all different personalities, but
different.
It's like...
But when we come together, we just start, like...
It's weird. It's like they're all different, but at the same time, they're all the same.
So there you go. Add that to the point system of getting to know me. You feel me? I got a sister and a brother.
Oh, yes.
Older. My sister's older. My brother's younger, so... I'm the middle child. I'm doing a lot of shout outs, but shout out to the middle child.
I'm the oldest child. The oldest child.
The middle childs got it rough.
They do. Not gonna lie. You guys have it rough. The middle child always ends up like somehow having to be the one that like isn't, I feel like not thought of as much. Not like not thought of, but like the oldest is like always the one who like is the first one, so like all the wild things that the first one does, like me, you know, I like snuck out the house, I like alcohol poison, you know what I'm saying? Like the first always is like,
I don't agree with that though. I don't think that you could be saying that, because it's a lot of first children out there. Like I think that's more based off of like how you were raised and your upbringing, and like there's a lot of reasons why you were the way you were. I don't think that's a first child, middle child.
No, I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying it in a way, in an aspect like, you know, your first kid, whatever, like things that come about your first kid, even if they're not a problematic child. I don't think I was a problematic child like that. Maybe I was.
I don't think Berlin's gonna be a problematic child. No.
You know I don't think. If anything, Kaleo is gonna be a problematic child.
I don't think so. Him neither. Like,
not problematic, but he's gonna give us. He's a very feisty person. He has a really short temper, like his dad.
I don't have a short temper. I used to have a short temper.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have it as much.
Too.
You don't have it as much anymore. He knows how to pick his battles now.
Well, yeah, man. Life is different, man. Life is short. I've lost a lot of family members. You know, on a lot of different aspects. You know, for me to be out here wasting my time, wasting my opportunity. That's how I feel, at least. You know what I'm saying? And every morning when I wake up, I'm appreciative of the opportunity at life because, bro, I lost little homies, you know what I'm saying, in Hawaii, you know what I'm saying, that didn't even get to see like 16, I think, you know, or shit, maybe even younger, you know what I'm saying. So just to have the opportunity to be the age I am, to be in the position I am, you know, not that I'm in any position better than anybody, but just being appreciative, you know, I'm thankful. Let's kind of come up out this deep conversation though. Let's get into some of these juicy topics. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, what, Christian? Get it out. Or
All right, so we want to talk about this. Well, I do. Wifey Love kind of doesn't want to bring it up, but I think it's a juicy topic that we should talk about because we want to know what you guys think, right? So go ahead. I'm gonna let you explain it.
Okay. Every now and then we have talks like about the past. Most of the time it's about his mom. So yesterday we were talking about, sometimes I ask him random questions. So yesterday, topic of conversation, I asked him if he had ever snuck out the house. He said no, because he never really had to. His mom was always very like chill growing up. Like he says, he's the middle child, so he was always a child that cared too much.
Pause. Hold on. Let's clarify this real quick before we continue. It's not that my mom was very chill. Like,
Well, I
never had to sneak out the house because if my mom gave me the room to do what I wanted to do, okay, cool. But then if she didn't, I wasn't tripping. Like, I wasn't the type that was like, I'm sneaking out, like I'm going regardless.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I was cool. Like,
he was respectful. You know, he wouldn't. I guess for him, things were never that serious. So if his mom said no, he didn't really care because his mom never really said no. Like,
but there were things where it was like I had some shit lined up. I was supposed to go out and do stuff, and my mom was like no, so I was bummed out and sad. But it wasn't like I'm sneaking out. I'm gonna wait till she go to sleep. But there's a lot to that though. It's because my mom didn't have no. A lot of you guys, your parents probably went to sleep at a certain time because they had to go to work. Nah, my mom didn't sleep. My mom was up at all hours of the night, so. Yeah.
But anyways, I was like, yeah, I forgot. You didn't ever really need to sneak out, but you snuck people in. Because shout out to his cousins when they came to Atlanta back in 2021. They had a little conversation about how one time they went out to the club. Shout out you, Chevelle, because I found out through you if you're watching this. You know, you guys went out, his cousin and his mom went out, and then they came home, and somebody was in his closet with him.
Dun, dun, dun.
And so ever since that day, I randomly ask him, I'll randomly ask him, like, who was in your closet, And he doesn't want to tell me. And that to me is like, what's the problem? Like, obviously we've been together for almost 10 years. Next April coming up, if that's another get to know me tag, I guess you could say.
Hey.
In April of 2024, we will be 10 years together. But yeah, I say that to say, like, we've been together this long. Like, whoever came before me obviously doesn't matter. But I just want to know these things, Like, why can't I know these things? Like, I would love to know things like that. But Christian is very, like, mysterious with his past. Like, whatever came before me, if I ask him questions about his exes, if I ask him questions about anything, he just acts very, like, he just acts like it doesn't matter, like it was before you, like I don't like to talk about my past, like why does it matter, And at the end of the day, I don't feel like it's about if it matters now or not. It's just about me wanting to know, and I just don't see the problem. Like, there is not a single thing that Christian doesn't know about my past. Like, he's never asked about certain things. I have just decided to tell him because...
And the stuff I don't ask about is the stuff I don't want to talk about. I mean, and that principle is that...
So the things I've told you about my past that you didn't ask about, you didn't want to know?
Well, I'm not going to say I didn't want to know. I guess you can say that, yeah. I didn't care to know. You know what I'm saying? And that's because, like, man, so this is the debate. guys, this is the debate. So she told you the story that she found out through one of my cousins, right? It's nothing I was hiding, but it's just prior to her. So now that she comes around and randomly asks me, oh, well, who was in your closet? My debate is like, that don't have nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't got to talk about that. We're not there in our life. That's not what happened recently. This was like, guys, we've been together for 10 years. So this was
exactly
12, 13 years ago. I don't know. I forgot when it happened. I was in high school. So there was a couple years probably before I met her. So that long ago. So it's one of those things where it's like, it got nothing to do with you. Shit, and it's nothing that's going on now, like, and it was before you.
Exactly.
If God wanted you to know about this, he would have made you a part of the situation.
Oh honey, if I want to know that bad, I promise you I can find out.
I mean, you probably could.
I could.
But I mean, actually, you probably couldn't, because nobody was a part of that situation with me. I don't nobody know that but me and the person, and you don't even know the person, so the person can't even clarify.
You don't know that if I know the person or not.
I mean, if you do, I'll tell you, you're right, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, I just don't like talking about that type of stuff. It's nothing to do with, like, hiding anything from her. Man, we so focused. This is where my mind's at, right? We just have
different mentalities.
I'm so focused on the future and where we're going. And it's like, yo, talking about that type of stuff does what?
I just feel like when you're in a relationship, like, you shouldn't feel that. Like, when you've been together this long, at least, not even this long. I would say, like, even after being with somebody for like 4 or 5 years, like, I feel like it's okay. It's normal to talk about what happened before you, who you were with, what
I just don't like talking about that
like,
type of stuff because I'm not the type of person that likes hearing about that type of stuff.
But I've told you everything and you never
She's told me, but I never liked it. Like, I don't like hearing about shit and talking about people before because I just don't like it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
you never made it seem like you didn't like it. You would listen, and you wouldn't like not
because
listen
it's
or
not,
change the subject.
Because I'm not the type of person
to
put my feelings on and act like any type of way. Like, I'm a just act regular. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like, forget all that. You with me now. I'm with you. And this is what we focused on. That's how I'm moving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, because okay. I don't know. Like, just for me, like, for example, let's say you get with somebody, right? If they always talking about their ex, they want their ex.
But no.
You let me know if I'm wrong.
But
you
who's saying that we're always talking about the ex, though?
I'm not talking about us. I'm saying hypothetically, right?
Yeah, but that's not our
it's not our situation, but that's just where my mindset go to. So it's kind of those things, like, I don't want to hear nothing about nobody. You feel me? And so, like, for me, paying attention to actions, because actions speak more than words. If somebody gonna come to me and talk to me about their ex or continue talking to me about them, like, just go ahead and go back with them. You feel me? That's how I feel. So
he only says that because I literally only have like one ex before him.
Here we go. Now she's gonna get talking again.
No, I'm just saying.
Anyway,
I've only talked to him about like one person that came before him. You know what I'm saying? Or like one thing about one person about my past. He has like 3,000 people in his past, so that's probably why he doesn't want to talk to me about all 3,000 people.
That is super cap, bro.
You know,
I had this image growing up, and people used to give me a lot more credit than what was reality for me. You know, okay. I don't know whether to take it or to, like, what
he wants to say that, but then like I said, guys, we met on Twitter. Obviously, whoever has a Twitter on here knows that you can see a person having conversations with other people on Twitter. So I would see him have conversations with like all these girls on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
But I was single, though. What's the problem?
I understand you were single, but you were like having conversations with these girls like you've been talking to them for a while, you know? So obviously, like, I know there's like, even if they weren't official, you would talk to girls here and there. So it's like, when I find out about certain things, like sneaking girls in the closet, it makes me think that, like, okay, it was one of these girls that he was talking to at the time.
I wasn't sneaking girls in the closet, dude. My mom came home from
Did
Magic
she
City.
know that she was there?
My mom then went to Magic City, and they came home early.
Okay,
And
but
it was
if
like,
you
what
would
the
you
hell?
have this girl in your house if your mom never went to Magic City?
And then my cousin, look, so this is kind of
Would you have this girl in your house if your mom never went to Magic City though?
No.
Okay, so that's sneaking a girl in your house because your mother did not know, and if your mother did not go out, you would not sneak this girl. This girl would not be in your house.
You're right. But what
Right.
are you saying? What are
Because you said
proving?
that you didn't sneak her out and you didn't sneak her in your house.
No,
You did
I
sneak
was
her in
saying
your
like
house.
if you didn't like sneak her in my closet, like so. The story was, long story short, my mom them stepped out. I had a girl come over. They came home early, and we had a 2-story house. So when they car pulled up, I'm like, damn, get in the closet. My fucking cousin came in the room, and they were faded. And he was like, where's the bitches? Where's the hoes? Fucking with me, laughing, not knowing that somebody was in the closet. So he was fucking with me, looking under the bed and laughing and shit. And then he opened the closet, and then he was like, oh shit. And then looked at me, and I was like, oh shit. Swear to God. And then look, right? So then boom, my mom was like, I gotta pee. And we got a restroom downstairs. My mom had to pee, so she closed that door. I told her to get out and run, and she ran out, ran down the stairs, ran out the door, and ran down the block. And I told my cousin to go pick her up and take her home. And my mom don't know that till today.
It's okay. I will figure out who it was. I still haven't had that conversation with Chevelle so she can describe her to me. I know once Chevelle describes her to me, I'll probably find out anyway.
I mean, love, that's cool. Like, I'm not there in my life, you know, I don't care.
It doesn't matter. I feel like there's
you let
people
us know
who
in the
understand
comments.
me.
Let me know in the comments.
I'm sure
guys.
there's people who understand me.
I'm not saying I'm right, and I'm not saying she's wrong. It's just a debate. You know what I'm saying? It's an opinion. What y'all think? Let us know in the comments, man. Let us know. Hey, you know, like with the amount of subscribers coming through, like, get questions and comments and curiosities, and you know what I'm saying? So one of them, like, a lot of people, even till today, like aside the questions in the comments, a lot of people can't figure me out. They don't know what I am, what background I am, what nationality I am. So you heard it here first. I am Hawaiian, Filipino, Portuguese, and Mexican. Hey. But I wasn't raised on my Mexican culture.
Yeah, please.
Because here she go.
Know.
I wasn't raised on my Mexican culture, guys, right? Everything I know about the Hispanic culture was truly grown through her and my kids and being around her and her family. I was raised strictly on my Hawaiian Filipino side.
So when I first met him, on his bio, he loved to write Mexican Hawaiian, right? So when you see somebody who advertises being a Mexican, you would think that they at least know a little bit about the culture. Maybe if they don't speak fully Spanish, they understand a little bit. When I first met him, he knew nothing but like tacos and chorizo. That's as much as he knew about being Mexican.
Yeah, her parents used to talk to
me.
like,
nothing. Like,
let's say you're her dad, right? And you're talking to me right now. Like, when he get done talking to me, I'd be like this. I'll look at her like, huh? What he saying? Like, let me know.
He doesn't understand.
I know
anything.
more now. I know a lot more now about the culture.
I wouldn't say a lot more.
I do. Like, I could pick apart a conversation now. I know a lot of words.
I could literally talk bad about him to my parents, and he probably would
say
not
something
know.
right now. Say something right now.
Okay, let me think about something.
Go ahead, say some bullshit. I'll tell you what you said right now.
Tengo que ir al pediatra mañana.
She said something about tomorrow. All I heard was mañana. Ding. Something about tomorrow.
You see, he didn't understand that because I didn't say any word that he could interpret into English. But look, if I say this, voy a ir al parque mañana.
Something about the park tomorrow?
Right, because he heard the word parque.
Yeah.
And he turned it into the English word park. You know what I'm saying? So yes, he knows things that like sound like English words, but if I were to say something that does not at all have any like English word to it, he will not know what I'm saying.
Yeah, For sure, for sure.
So like I said, me and my parents could literally be talking bad about him right in front of his face, and this is how he would be looking. Just
I'd
like
probably
that.
be smiling. Like, they probably look at me and I'd probably be like... They might be saying this motherfucker gay as hell, and I'm like... You know what I'm saying? But that's just, hey, is what it is. You know, it's like I said.
Not that we ever do.
The only
My
thing
parents,
we can do with you guys is be our true, authentic, purest self, and that's real life true story.
my parents have always loved him from the very beginning.
Man, guys, you know, we hope we touched a bunch of points. We hope you guys learned some about us, about our relationship. You know, if you guys got any questions, if you felt like there were some things that's unanswered, drop it in the comments below. We're going to be doing more of this, you know, talking about juicy topics, talking about certain things. Drop some ideas and some topics in the comments below. We're going to be taking it all into consideration. And when we do this again, we're going to do it up and get into different details and different topics.
Yeah, like
You know what I'm saying?
me and Christian,
You know?
off camera, seriously, off camera, we have so many discussions. We get into deep conversations.
Yeah, we do this
everywhere.
regardless.
I'm talking about like a freaking, if we are in the car for more than like 20 minutes.
In which everything from us now living where we live at is 30 minutes plus.
Yeah.
So
We live in, for those who don't know, we live in Texas now.
hey, I'm about to get Texas tatted on me. That's how much I love Texas.
We
Texas is
live
lit.
in San Antonio. We live kind of like, I wouldn't say the outskirts of San Antonio because, I mean, San Antonio.
Like 20 minutes from work. I'm like 20 minutes
from the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like 20 minutes from the airport.
Until this becomes my work. Shout out, subscribe, like, comment, follow, all that.
Yeah, so we're not far from anything that has to do with anything from, you know, San Antonio, but everything here, I guess, I don't know if this is everywhere, but we kind of live far from things, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it gives us time to talk, and, you know, we always get into deep conversations. Every time we talk, it's always like a very deep conversation.
Say what up, Instagram. Crazy fam.